it should be said, and I think we're kind of the assumptions on the table. I should make it clear that I am not a spokesperson for black people. I think it should be there. So anyone who's watching, who's thinking that's not how I would approach it, that's okay. That we're allowed to be diverse, right? And we're allowed to have different opinions. The truth of the matter is, the way I see racism, I think we've got to do a couple of things to change how we talk about it. It's often seen as like some sort of disease one's diagnosed with, and in most cases it's terminal. You're racist and that's that. And if you look at social media or you look at the cancel culture that's pervasive in the way kind of in popular discourse, once you're branded a racist, you're then meant to shut the door and never exist again, and that's pretty much it. But you see, if you're going to look at things through gospel lenses, that's not how God works with us. God doesn't diagnose an issue and goes, well, then you're condemned to hell. Off you go. No. He opens the door and says, well, let me now work with you. Let me train you. Let me learn you.
So good.
And here what we're talking about is the difference between justification and sanctification. You see, if we're going to take racism seriously, we've got to pluck it into the basket of every other sin that comes from carnality, that comes from prejudice, that comes from all. And then people have to open themselves up to a sanctifying process. So if I'm speaking to white people directly, and I've been part of all these different discussions over Zoom the past few days, and people are saying, well, what books should I read? And once I read that book, I guess I'll be okay. I tell them, no, there's no single act you do that absolves you of this carnal part of you that thinks it's better than other people, that thinks it deserves things more than other people. It's a continual process, a commitment to continually improving, being washed by the water of the word. It's about submitting yourself to a process that Jesus started when he died. Yes, you are justified, but then there's now a process you must go through where you must be sanctified. And what people are doing is almost saying they finished that process before, halfway through it. So I go, I'm sanctified already. It's like, oh, no. You're still being sanctified. There are still things you've got to work out, things you've got to put down. I mean, it's the notion that you would read a book about black people and that would somehow absolve you, or you give money to charity and that somehow, no, you've got to commit long term to the work. I don't want to go around saying this person's racist. Someone said it the other day, like, treat racism like COVID, right? Assume you have it, right? Assume you have it and begin practicing, social distancing. I don't want to stretch the metaphor too far, but essentially assume you are, and start the process of sanctification and watch God just beautify your life as you submit to that process.
Yes, I love that.